Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your continuity to support the work of this channel. If it was not you, we could have not reached this milestone that we are today. Now, as far as we are concerned, James Orengo has come out throwing a thunder towards Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto. James Orengo has come out alleging that what they are looking forward is that William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua to come out very elaborate to tell Kenyans how they are going to deliver their promises but not excuses. So this is what James Orengo is saying.
For power's sake is not a solution for the lives of patriots who have struggled to bring change to this country. So remember that you'll be judged according to your promises. I know there was a lot of excitement when you were talking about your blueprint, your vision, which I'm seeing less and less being talked about. Our detractors, now that they have tasted power, are talking less and less about the promises they gave and talking more and more about how to wield power and survive in the reins of power by whatever means. Kenya is watching, Kenya is listening, the whole world is watching and is listening, and we are not going to give up. Our duty is not to attain power, but make Kenya a fairer and a just society for the prosperity of all, in accordance with the vision of our forefathers and those who shed blood for this country called Kenya. Moving forward, we speak with one voice, and I appeal to the members of the County Assembly.
Relaying to what James Orengo has said is a true indication that, ladies and gentlemen, everything is not on a right shape. This comes after William Samoei Ruto was outside the country trying to fix certain issues that was so much important in terms to this new administration. One thing that I have realized, when William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua were declared winners by Wafula Chebukati and also the court upheld their victory, they were claiming that they were being derailed, that what they were waiting was to be sworn in, then the work and delivery was going to start immediately. Today, in the midst where William Samoei Ruto was having a Thanksgiving prayer in State House, this is what William Samoei Ruto said that was so much worrying in terms to what we are looking towards this new regime. But ladies and gentlemen, without any fear, without any confusion, I want us to watch what William Samoei Ruto is alleging that everything is not good at this moment. So watch that video, then we continue at that point.
We are not in a very good place. I must say this, and I must tell you this. We have debts. We are a country in debt. And you know very well what the Bible says in Proverbs. In Proverbs, and 22 verse 7 says, the rich rule over the poor. And it also says, the borrower is a slave to the lender. As we speak today, we are chained to many debts. 65% of all the taxes we collect, we use to pay debt.
Now, I think you have watched what William Samoei Ruto has said. In fact, in terms to what I'm looking forward in terms to this new regime of William Samoei Ruto, I don't think if everything is okay. Because in terms to what I do understand, the way government is being run is that the government must have the resources. And these resources is always funding all kind of things that the new regime is looking forward to do or implement or even to deliver. But what we are seeing is that things are not well. Even when I was analyzing a certain video in this channel, I said it very well that what Uhuru Kenyatta left on the table in terms to the treasury was not so good, because in terms to what we know also, Kenyans are having 9.9 trillion debt. In fact, today William Samoei Ruto has come out to shock Kenyans that about 60% of the collection of revenue is being spent to pay these debts. So for him, as the new president of the Republic of Kenya, he has come out to reveal that everything is not okay. Despite of Rigathi Gachagua coming the other time, after they were declared winners by Wafula Chebukati, and Raila Odinga went to the Supreme Court to petition their victory, Rigathi Gachagua came out very elaborate, saying that whoever was derailing their swearing in, and also the delivery that they were going to start immediately after being sworn perhaps the 13th of September, it is because of Raila Odinga. And this is what Rigathi Gachagua said in a video that I have found somewhere when I was doing my research, saying that they were going to report at the office immediately, then the delivery was going to start immediately. One thing that I have realized with this video of Rigathi Gachagua that I want you to watch is that Rigathi Gachagua at times could not even understand how the government, how also the stature was the government that they were going to have. So this is what Rigathi Gachagua.
Kwa sababu nyinyi polisi, mtu amechelewesha nyinyi ni hii pesa ya makesi. Kama hangekuwa na makesi tungekuwa tumeapishwa tungeanza nini? Lakini sasa ameleta makesi. Sasa anasema watu waandamane. Wewe mzee akitenda.
That is Rigathi Gachagua saying that immediately that they were going to be sworn in at the next administration and the next regime, they were first to start with the police officers, that their salaries were going to be increased. When it comes to fertilizer, they were going to subsidize. Where the other time, I told you that this fertilizer that they have come out to say and claim that these are the fertilizer that they have subsidized. These are fertilizers that Russia gave out as a free donation to aid those who are farmers across the world. And Kenya was among those countries that were rewarded those free fertilizer donation. So for them to come out to say that they subsidized the fertilizer, it means they were subsidizing something that they got free of charge. Now, other thing was that Rigathi Gachagua said that they were going to ensure that the prices of unga was going to be lowered, because the experience and also the hard time that Kenyans are passing through was this issue of the price. Of course, the price of unga was at high rate. So for him, I think he came out saying that after they were going to take over at the new regime and new administration, they were going to ensure that those things they were going to cater for. Now, I want us to look at the scenario where Uhuru Kenyatta was retiring, getting out of the office. There's something that Uhuru Kenyatta knew very well in terms to the new administration, what they were going to find in the account of treasury. The other time, the close ally to William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, Samson Cherargei, the senator or I think of Nandi, came out very clear saying that what they got in the account of treasury was 93.7 million. Then later I found that there was a 3.9 billion Kenyan shillings that was released to subsidize the fertilizer. Then again there was certain millions of money that was released, I don't know to what, to do some things there. But the question that we ask ourselves, if the truth was according to what Samson Cherargei was saying, a close ally to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto, was it a true thing? Because after saying that what they got in the account of the treasury was 93.7 million Kenyan shillings, then later they disbursed and also released 3.9 billion Kenyan shillings to subsidize fertilizer. So the question that Kenyans are asking themselves very clear, is everything all right? And today William Samoei Ruto has come out to answer Kenyans that everything is not at the way they were expecting it. Everything is on a bad condition. Why? he has said that the debt that Kenyans are having, it is not easier to recap the economy faster as they were claiming. What William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua and their brigades and also their allies were expecting, that they were going to get something so much useful that was going to assist them to recap the new government and their new regime. Little did they know that this issue of debt of 9 trillion Kenyan shillings that was to be paid was to consume 65% of the collected revenue. So I think, to me, this is something that is going to derail what they promised within 100 days. It is not possible for them to go and fulfill what they promised Kenyans within 100 days, because they promised the price of unga to be lowered, the price of fertilizer to be lowered, then the high life standard was going to be lowered because Kenyans were passing a lot of challenges. And also this issue of CRB. They said that next week, tomorrow, I think starting tomorrow, they're going to review this issue of CRB because they're feeling like Kenyans are being suppressed in terms to their life and also what they have at hand. So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts towards what the scenario that James Orengo has come out to claim that what William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua promised, they must deliver, because there's no excuse. For them, they don't want excuse because they thought that the government and also the administration across the Republic of Kenya is easy, as they were thinking that when they were going to get power, an instrument of power, everything was going to be okay. So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts towards the storm and thunder of James Orengo towards the new regime of William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua? Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much. I'm requesting you, the humble heart, please give your opinion at the comment section below. Give your reasons, the way you see everything is going on, because everything is not at all is a right stage. Now, if you're a visitor, please do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, put on the notification bell, that when I upload my videos you get notified. For those who are returning subscribers, thank you so much. Bye bye till we meet on another video.